Aloha and welcome to Cooking with Dino Mama. Today I'm making chocolate-covered digestives, or cookies, for my American friends. This episode is not sponsored by anyone, and anything I use or that you see is what is available in my home or local grocery. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, because even though these are British cookies, we're using American measurements. And prepare 2 baking sheets with a silicone mat or parchment paper. Prepare a variety of cookie cutters of your choice. I use a lot of friendly butterflies, hearts, and dinosaurs. This recipe is a little strange because it all takes place in a blender, but it actually works. In the bowl of a food processor or blender with the blade attachment, add a 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup whole wheat flour, and oats. If you only have one type of flour, then use what you have, and you can use any oats, even dino egg oatmeal. I can never get the top on right every single time. Pulse several times until the oats are a coarse meal. Now we're going to add 1/3 cup packed light brown sugar, dark is fine, a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pulse a few times, just until combined. Cut the butter into small chunks and add it to the flour mixture. Pulse several times until the butter almost disappears and you're left with a fine, sandy texture throughout. Make sure to wipe down the batter as you go so it's well mixed and the butter doesn't get left behind on the sides. Add 1/4 cup of buttermilk to the blender and process until the mixture turns into a dough. I was a little skeptical about this part, but it actually worked. And here's another tip. I don't like buying pre-made buttermilk because I never use it all, and it eventually just goes bad in my fridge. Instead, I use a powdered buttermilk that I make as needed. You can also make your own with milk and lemon juice. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and knead into a ball. Keep a small cup of flour nearby in case you need more. Roll out the dough to about 1/4 inch thick and use more flour as necessary. I know my Ninja Turtle roller is small and it seems kind of silly, but I like it. And I find it doesn't stick to the dough as much as my wooden one. Now cut out as many cookies as you can, always making sure to use the sharp side. Re-rolling and re-cutting until all the dough is used up. Place the cookies on a baking sheet and bake for 15 to 18 minutes, or until they're dry to the touch, or they at least look dry, and slightly golden brown, but not dark, because that means they're burnt. Allow to cool in the baking pan for at least 5 minutes before transferring to a wire rack to cool completely. Once the cookies are completely cooled, we don't want to decorate hot cookies or we'll have melted, messy chocolate. Melt the chocolate in the microwave 10 to 15 seconds at a time or according to their instructions, being careful not to overheat it. Here you can use any sort of chocolate you like, including colorful chocolate melts or stick to chocolate chips like I did, which always melt and spread well. Use an offset spatula or just a spoon to spread a nice thick layer of chocolate on the top of each cookie. Smooth off any excess and allow to set for a few minutes. Here's a perplexing question. If no human has ever met a dinosaur, again, not including modern birds, and they went extinct millions of years ago, then how do we know what they looked like? Paleontologists use a combination of fossils for size and texture, along with forensic technology, just like on shows such as Bones or NCIS, to reconstruct features based on bone fragments. Now, back to texturing our cookies. If you'd like, you can use a toothpick or the tines of a fork to create a pretty wavy pattern in the chocolate. Thank you for joining me today in Dino Mama's kitchen, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy, and remember, only nice people get sweets.